Action.
This class is so hard. He requires so much work.
I can't ever understand what he's talking about.
Are you serious?
Right, guys, like, seriously, I've been trying to translate this awkward word like since an hour. At least you're a native. You can get it easier than me.
I agree.
Sorry.
Oops.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you offended someone by being inconsiderate to what they were going through?
There are multiple reasons as to why communication is absolutely essential when talking about it cooperatively or interethnically. The benefits of good communication are abundant. When talking about it from a professional to client view, being culturally responsive could improve how much a client participates in the services the professional is providing, the relationship dynamic between the client and professional, and the way the client responds to treatments in the long run. But what about the community where we practice cultural competence? Cultural competence is a set of congruent behaviors, attitudes, and policies that come together in a system, agency, or among professionals and enable the system, agency, or professionals to work effectively in cross-cultural situations. If we practice this, it can improve the sustainability of an organization by enforcing the value of diversity, flexibility, and responsiveness in a client's needs, community, and healthcare environment. So what about international students on a college campus? What challenges do foreign students face when in a different or host culture's environment? The newcomer has difficulties communicating, searching for help, deciding what they need help with, and/or the etiquette in a new culture. An example of etiquette is the way that different cultures greet each other. So what is normal for one culture could be offensive for another. Hey, Josh! Oh my God!
Oh, hello, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Sherry, how are you?
Good.
Hello, how are you guys? How you doing?
Factors that play into the degree of social difficulty are language, age, academic classification, cultural similarity, friendship, communication network patterns. Different cultures have different ways of expressing emotion in different contexts. A lot of the students that move to the US self-blame, use instrumental support, or are in denial about the situation that they are in. Not only do international students face discrimination when entering a college campus, but they must also deal with the misunderstandings with their culture and religion, academic success, and desire to learn. Host environments often undermine students from other countries, and it makes it difficult for them to succeed. Although some students may seek out support for the challenges they face, a lot will simply bottle up what they are feeling.
Assalamu alaikum, hola, ciao, and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad and I'll be talking about some communication difficulties and barriers. Many people think that communication is easy, but let me tell you something, it's not. It's not when it comes to a different language. Communication includes so many types, and there are two important types of them. First one, the verbal communication. Second one, the non-verbal communication. Only a small percent of the exchange is verbal, but the large part and the important one for me is the non-verbal communication, and it's made up of body language or movement. All right, nonverbal communication means there is gonna be an eye contact, touch, physical space, and facial expressions, and a lot of other stuff. As a non-native speaker, it's difficult to understand everything easily. So, nonverbal language will help me so much more. As you know, nonverbal language mostly universal and everyone can understand it, but sometimes it can go in the wrong way. For example, eye contact. Eye contact means respect in many cultures. But it's the opposite in Asian cultures. So if you make an eye contact with an Asian person, they're gonna be offended for them. Another example, greetings. Greeting is a big deal between cultures and it's varying from a culture and other. For example, in America, shaking hands is appropriate to greet a stranger. In France, sometimes they kiss both cheeks. Let's go to Saudi Arabia and some Arab countries. Sometimes we touch each other noses, not like what you are thinking about right now. It's not like that. It's like you touch the person's nose with your nose. So let's imagine together having this between an Arabic guy and an American girl. Let's see it together. Oh, hey!
Hey!
How are you?
Good, how are you? Oh.
Hmm?
Whoa!
What?
What the hell?
Greeting you, like, close the door. Hello, Mishari, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
In this interview, I would like to ask you some questions about the international students studying abroad, their countries.
I will be very happy to answer them.
So, what is the most common problems that are facing international students when they come here in US or another country to study?
There are many problems for international students, but most of them are the differences between two cultures. For example, the greeting style in Saudi Arabia and here in the United States is completely different. So, these differences between two culture and language put the international students in fearing situation from talking with people have different culture.
Great. So, what do you think cause fear?
In general, I think there is no reason for fearing because that nature of human being. So we cannot control our feeling from something that we are afraid of. On the other hand, for international students, they are feeling fear of not giving a proper behavior with the other culture.
Makes sense. So, what do you think the solutions are?
There is no specific solution for fearing, but we learn from our mistakes. That is one of the ways to get over fears by facing them, no matter what your fears are.
Thank you, Mishari. That was helpful.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.